do you know about the Sheik Ditto?
A lot, actually. It's intricate is the best way that I can describe it, especially if they're doing chain grabs, because just like that Sheik Falcon match that we saw before, it's going to be all about the neutral, because the disadvantage, as long as they're good, which they both are, is practically death if the Sheik gets hit or / grabbed by something. But if they can keep an eye, yeah, they are chain grabbing. If they can keep an eye on each other's tendencies and outmaneuver each other in the neutral, then it's gonna be a good match, and that's what they started to do. But like I said, Guillotine immediately getting the grab, and this should be an immense amount of damage, if not the kill for Guillotine on Bonfire.
Oh,
but a miss on that turnaround grab, and it's gonna cost her really profusely. But an up B, a lucky up B,
man,
and there it is.
Taking turns like poofing each other there for a second.
There's a dead Bonfire.
Sniffing a kill, but Bonfire dies, yes.
Yeah. And it's that is not a bad option, honestly, to try and catch Sheik if she's coming up to double jump to you. But the first up B was I would say, a little bit lucky on Guillotine's part in order to let her get back to the stage. But here we go again in the neutral. And you can see that movement that they're doing, the platform movement, the shield pressure, the down smash, just each thing they're trying to throw out things, trying to keep as safe as possible so that they don't get grabbed, while at the same time keeping a close eye on what their opponent does to get that opening. But again, another kill from Guillotine with an expert ledge grab on Bonfire. Glad to see that this is being such a good back and forth between the two.
I liked how when Bonfire was getting chain grabbed, she was kind of DIing like straight up pretty much. You'll see Sheiks try and DI off stage and then like recover, to get to ledge or get back up onto stage, but she went just onto the platform, forcing Guillotine to have to hit some sort of platform follow-up, which Guillotine missed.
Yep, and that helps for the recovery, and that's often what the Sheiks are going to want to do when recovering. And recovery can be, and if both are experienced Sheiks, just like I talked about with the disadvantage, recovery is practically death for them too. But Guillotine's got a good mix-up there, and Bonfire with the 69% coming in, and it's been good for Guillotine in this game. But Bonfire with the grab, and that should be death. Oh, just barely misses it off that shield. But yeah, something that you might see that's a little bit important as they're coming into the neutral. Well, here they're in the disadvantage.
Nice read.
Catching each other, good read, yep. Something that you see that you might see that's a little bit important, besides just the needles to catch jumps, is the jab in the neutral. They use that quite often, and it's what they're looking out for is when they jab, which is obviously very safe, just to sort of poke the opponent, what does the opponent do after jab? Bonfire is going to be thinking, like, what does she do after jab? Is there a panic option? Is there an immediate dash units away? Is there a crouch cancel? And so what they do after jab is going to sort of, or any of those safe moves like a down smash or something like that, is going to sort of dictate the match. And there's the down smash to catch that recovery, and that should be death. Excellent down air to up air. I always like those clean ledge traps, I guess. But yeah, and there's the, you were gonna.
We're seeing data for both sides of like right there it was Guillotine getting chain grabbed and she DI'd off stage, and then like almost made it back and then didn't, and then like upbeat and then got killed.
Yeah.
Just goes to show that getting chain grabbed sucks.
Yeah, it sucks,
like,
and
every attempted like way out sucks.
Being in the disadvantage in this matchup just sucks. And if they're again another just slightly missed fair by Bonfire that gets shielded, but that fair knockback angle is really good, and Bonfire managed to just clutch out that game and make that slight comeback to get in there. Somebody in chat says this isn't even Guillotine's best character. Guillotine's Fox bends time and space. I don't know Guillotine. If her Fox is that good, I would love to see it, but I also can't see who that is in chat because your name is black in chat, and my eyesight's not good enough to see. But here we go in the game again. They begin with charging needles, as the Sheik Ditto implies, and they fire them at each other in a Kamehameha style, blasting each other with needles.
A Christmassy red and green Sheik needle fest.
Of course. Yes, we're a little late for that, but we're still enough in the spirit.
Guillotine, a strong start. Actually, I'm sorry, it was Bonfire.
Bonfire had a strong start, but Guillotine's now got Bonfire in the disadvantage. And so, again, it's going to be about those tech chases, those chain grabs, who can land them the cleanest. And Guillotine had a good start there with the disadvantage and continued to carry it to 62%. Shoutouts to Gimpy Fish. But was not able to really extend it and ended up getting killed by Bonfire in that situation. And if I recall correctly, Bonfire's got just a bit more experience with this matchup than Guillotine does. So, and you can see that in how Bonfire is handling those edge guards especially. It's like each time Guillotine's off the ledge, she usually dies. And so it's just a little bit less with Guillotine when she's trying to catch Bonfire.
I was unaware of Guillotine until very recently. She was also playing in Block's stream yesterday. And I did see some of her Fox, and it was definitely a competent Fox. But she's good, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see that right here. And Lord Stuss in the chat says, "I want to fuck Makari."
Shout out to Stuss. I want to fuck Billy.
I apologize for esports actually, but and as it happens, Makari is the guy sitting right next to me, so that's I'm sure that there's some some stuff in there for that.
I feel like Bonfire's situations like this.
There's the down smash.
Have been, I don't know, gets it that time, and I guess she got it earlier on too when I noted in the last game. But I feel like some of the edge guards, maybe it's been from Guillotine side. Yeah. I should pay closer attention. Have been, I don't know, dropped a bit, but Bonfire getting that one.
Yeah, but yes, there were a few that Bonfire missed, but for the most part, Bonfire has been really good about getting Guillotine off stage. And being able to catch her there, and now that's probably what's going to happen again.
Guillotine.
Bonfire can carry this chain grab.
DIing up from a similar spot, getting chain grab.
Yep, and I guess that makes sense, because what that forces Bonfire to do is go for something like that reverse fair or the up air.
Right.
Which means it's still bad for Guillotine, but it's not off stage, where Guillotine knows that she's going to get killed. And a good catch with that up air, but doesn't quite kill Bonfire up there. You know, Sheik falls a little bit fast. Yeah. Good shield drop fair from Guillotine, though.
It seems like up has been the best option to, like, tech roll on the platform if you get the tech. For when they're kind of chain grabbing each other. Yep, they're not DIing off stage too much.
Excellent techs coming from Guillotine. Those were just great OMSA techs. I'm very fond of that. As one of my main characters is Ganon, and so I'm always trying to hit people with the back air off the ledge as Ganon, and some people just tech it real quick, and it's really cool.
Nice movement, and then an overshot grab from Bonfire. The way she kind of moved, like, from the left platform down.
Yeah.
Bonfire looking really strong this game.
Yep, absolutely, and they both had sort of a spot dodge war there, but Bonfire realized that the 2 hits of the down smash was going to be what she needed in order to get it. Jesse says, oh, chain grabs the animals, and I mean, it is optimal, so if they are animals, then they must be smart ones, because that's what you're going to have
survival
to do.
Of the fittest.
Yeah, there you go. The survival of the fittest, and it seems like the fittest here is Bonfire, as she is up 2-0 in this match after handling this Ditto very well.
And more decisive in the second game.
Absolutely true. And I think Bonfire is getting more of a hang of Guillotine's tendencies, like I said, in the neutral. And then, like I said, both of them are getting a grab, which leads to death a lot of the time. But if they can go to the neutral, but if they can win the neutral, then that's where it's really going to be decided. Perhaps someone in the person in the chat who talked about this might be getting their wish, as the Fox might come out from Guillotine, which could be an interesting match. And there's the Fox. It bends time and space, apparently, so here we are. Yeah, all right, well, down 2-0. Guillotine goes for the Fox on Pokemon Stadium with the low ceiling. So here we go, and we'll see how it is. If Bonfire's tech chases are on point, well, then a similar thing might be happening as in the last match, but we're about to see it right here.
I feel like character-wise, Bonfire prefers fighting a Sheik, but we'll see what Guillotine's, you know, after 2 games of playing Sheik, Fox looks like, and it's pretty solid so far.
Yeah, it is, but I think that there is to some degree, like, Guillotine has a fast approach and is using more pressure than in the last matches, so Bonfire's not quite ready for it, but I think that Bonfire will become accustomed to that a little bit, and so we're going to be seeing a little bit more of an even match in the coming stocks because of Bonfire learning that. And this edge guard could very well be death if Bonfire covers enough options. But
a dropped stock there for Guillotine. She kind of like shook her head a tiny bit.
Yep, but admittedly, that angle on the Fox up B was good in order to catch that, in order to avoid that forward air, the low forward air that Bonfire was going to do.
No, I mean, like, Guillotine could have killed Bonfire. He just kind of flubbed on punishing the Sheik up B-lag.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. But it's sometimes that's just what happens. It's sometimes we get a little bit of a blunder. 69% coming from now 87 and 97 as Bonfire is just destroying her in this stock.
Lots of percent. And then the stanky leg.
Yeah, the stanky leg. Yes, that is. I was always told that Samus's Nair was the stanky leg.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think that any of them can really be the stanky leg if you try hard enough. But regardless, now Bonfire is really up in this game.
Guillotine
is trying to weave out a little bit.
Yeah, she wasn't approaching much at all for like the latter half of that transformation. Just kind of shooting some lasers. Finds a couple bears, but crouch canceled on the second one. It was only soft. No good out of shield punish.
Oh, there's the down tilt to forward tilt, which is a key combo in a match like this with the fast faller, and that's going to be what's getting Bonfire a lot of damage. There's the up air, but doesn't quite kill, even on a stage with this low of a ceiling as Pokemon Stadium. Regardless, it's looking for Bonfire like she's going to get this 3-0. But maybe not. Guillotine coming in with the dash dance up smash, which is a classic Fox maneuver, and trying to stay alive in this game and adapt to what Bonfire's got. 31, 39%, which was a good punish at the start, but the needles, and that should be it.
Nice tech.
Excellent tech, and that was a great angle, but just barely gets nicked by that down smash, and here we are again with the deficit from Guillotine.
Guillotine's approaches this game, I feel like she's not too used to, like, there's been a lot of just run-up smashes like that. There's also been some good, like, I don't know, like full hop bears, but it's not the most aggro Fox. I feel like it's not, I don't know.
I agree, actually, and you can see by some of those approaches, like the Nair into spot dodge, that Guillotine's almost playing this like Sheik. Like Guillotine is kind of playing this like she played Sheik before in the Ditto. Triple forward tilt could have led to something real bad.
Nice
down tilt to up smash, classic combo in pretty much all the games, and it takes the stock and the game and the match for a 3-0 for Bonfire, but a hard-fought 3-0.
I just feel like some of Fox's like short hop drill approaches can lead to so much against